So, super strong air conditioning vent, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of interference with the audio, but you know what? You're going to learn in this video how to make your prospect feel like there's a goddamn fire and they need to take action, because if you can't make them feel like there's a fire, something where obviously they need to move now as opposed to later, what's going to end up happening to you is they're going to move later or they're going to move absolutely never, because it is the human condition to want to procrastinate. It's natural, it's normal, and people that don't experience that when they're prospecting in their business are probably prospecting to aliens, not people. Okay, so look, you have to offer something that is going to make your client say, you know what, I need to act now, because if I don't act now, I'm going to miss out, and I don't want to miss out. So how do you do this? Obviously, promising them something is not enough, even when you can make sure that that something is very vital to their business, because to make it extra powerful, when I talk about that something, it can be 10 new customers a month, or 50 new leads a month, or whatever the hot button may be for that customer that you know that you can actually deliver on, is what's going to make them actually move. But you need to add something, some punch behind it, to make it so exciting, so invigorating, that they are compelled to move because they're getting such a good deal. So, what do I mean? You can say to them, not only am I going to get you X amount of leads per month that can generate extra customers, or not only can you generate an extra 100 grand a year in revenue, or not only can you generate 500 new customers a year that are going to want that air conditioner, those air conditioning vents cleaned and serviced, whatever the hot button is. Not only am I going to get you 10 new retainer clients per month that want a retainer for their kids, for their dental work, again, whatever the niche is, but for the first 3 months, instead of charging you $4,000 a month, I'm going to charge you $1,000 a month, and then if and when you're happy, you'll pay the regular rate, because I know that when I deliver something of value, clients chase me. I don't need to chase them. And if you can put it that way, and if you can make your client understand that they're not only getting something great in terms of you increasing their client base, but they're also getting something great because they're getting to take a sip of the wine, take a taste or two of the dessert without paying the full rate, that is something that will make a client move, and it will put the pressure on without you looking like you're putting the pressure on. Because at the end of the day, if you look like you're putting the pressure on, it doesn't work. It has to be undercover pressure. And to get a little bit off topic, it's the same when you're motivating people in an office atmosphere and getting them to work. You're actually going to do much better and see more productivity if they don't even realize you're doing it when you are doing it. Now, and that's a whole other conversation, which we're not going to have now. So in short, apply the pressure in a way that the pressure actually works for you and not against you, so that you don't look desperate. So again, you got to promise them something they want in their industry. It always boils down to more clients or more people to reach to gain potential clientele. And the second thing that will compel them to act is knowing that you could do it for the first 3 months, you could do it for the first 2 months. I recommend 2 months minimum, giving them a special offer, and then telling them that, like I said before, maybe it's $1,000 a month, and then the rate changes to the regular $4,000 a month. So you're giving them that's about 75% off. If you only do it for a month, they may not be as excited. But when you offer 2-3 months, because unfortunately, people, especially people that need to improve their business, regardless of what their industry is, they're focused on the wrong kind of savings most of the time. So what you can potentially gain for them in business and clientele is just as important to them as what they think they're beating you on in terms of how much money they're saving, how much they're paying less during this trial period. And the reason for that isn't because they value what they can save and how much they can beat you up, it's because they don't want to be taken. They want to feel like they're getting at least the better of you, or at least are on even ground. And that's because they don't believe at first that, and don't take it personally, because it's not just you, it's you or anybody else, can actually make them extra revenue, generate new clientele for them. They don't believe that it can be done. Most of the time they're going to be skeptical. So their focus shifts to the wrong kind of savings, the wrong kind of benefits, where it's almost like they're it's almost like they're giving themselves an added insurance that, you know, if he doesn't or she doesn't or this agency doesn't come through for me, at least they won't have gotten the better of me and beaten the crap out of me, because I'll have gotten the first 3 months at 75% off. So, and what that does is it makes them more receptive to hearing what you're saying also. And you need to drill this home early on in your conversation with them, because they will then listen, more attentively to anything that you have to say if you say that early on. And what some people do is they make the mistake of having this look like weakness, because they bring it on later in the conversation, and the prospect ends up thinking that, they swayed you, or you're desperate for business, you're willing now to make concessions, they have you up against the ropes and so forth. Because most business people have ego, and they think that because they're in business, that they got some kind of hot thing happening. And most people in business, a lot of them aren't great at what they do. They might be good, but they're not great, and a lot of them aren't even good. So, you don't want their business ego to kick in. So when you're offering something which we call in sales and marketing a hook, or you're looking to push the hot button, you want to do it right off the bat so that they understand that this was your plan all along. It had nothing to do with them or how they interacted with you, but instead you're the boss. They need to understand that you're the boss, that you're giving them what they need, and that you have the control. So don't wait for middle, don't wait for end. You push that hot button and do that special offer right at the beginning. It should be in the first sentence or two of what you tell your potential prospect. And if you do this right, I promise you, it will break down barriers that in your wildest dreams you'd never thought you'd get through, and it'll show you who's real and who doesn't give a damn. Because if their ears don't perk up when you tell them, I can get you a certain amount of new clients per month, and because I'm so confident, because what I have is so valuable, you're going to save 75% off for the first 3 months or the first 2 months and pay $1,000 instead of $4,000. I know you'll be chasing me because of the value of what I have. If you deliver that right, I promise you, you will know right away who's full of it. You will know right away who's a serious prospect and who you should speak to. And that's just one way, along with tone of voice and how they sound. But if you really, have a hard time with tone of voice, that'll show you when you open up like that. If their ears don't perk up, it's time to go. Enjoy. Please like the video, it helps me a lot. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we can get more viewers. Share if you like the video, and also comment, because when we give away cash, you'll know when new videos come up, and the cash will be announced in that way. And if you don't hit the notification bell, you're never going to know. Again, it's a new channel. We're not using any of our branding that already works for any of our other media. We want to see what kind of traction we can pick up without too much effort, just with likes, comments, and subscribers and some good content. So help us out. We aim to help you out. And remember, if you want to know more, ask me anything you want in the comments section. And also, you'll gain access to some free course material if you comment and want to know more about these techniques that I'm sharing with you. And I guess that's it for now. Another unedited video. I don't really like to edit if I don't have to, so that you guys know it's all off the cuff and all real. Have a great day. It's Monday. No, it's Tuesday, July 2nd. Good luck today. Have a productive day.